Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new, welcome. Thanks for stopping by. Today I'm showing you my May and June reading wrap up. I'm so excited. I read so many good books and I'm just gonna get straight into it. I'm gonna pull up my Goodreads to see what I read, and it's just like hitting me in my face that I'm like 12 books behind schedule, but it's okay. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. The first book that I read was Beach Read by Emily Henry, and I do have this one. I really enjoyed this book. So I don't know if you could tell, I annotated it with like colors that matched the cover. I was just having a great time reading this book. I feel like Emily Henry, I just fly through Emily Henry books. Like, she's such a good author, and I really enjoyed her writing style. I think Emily Henry has a great writing style. I'm always highlighting quotes that I'm like, this is just great writing. This is what I said on Goodreads. I love this book. Emily Henry is a genius, and January and Guess both have a place in my heart. I see myself in each of them, which is so weird, but also like, yes, this review doesn't make sense, I know, but I just want to say this book was so good and I love it so much. The reason it's 4 out of 5 is because miscommunication makes me go crazy and stresses me out, but other than that, this is a comfort book right here. So yeah, I love the plot, love the characters, relate to them, my babies. The miscommunication trope is what got me. I don't like miscommunication. January and Gus both needed to work on their communication, which I relate, but like, it stressed me out. So Beach Read, finished that in May. So good, loved it. Okay, next on my list is the fine print from the Dreamland Billionaire series by Lauren Asher. I listened to an audiobook of it on Hoopla, which I got through my library. If you have a local library, totally check out if you have access to Hoopla. Hoopla's great. So the fine print, I gave 3 stars. I don't know if this is unpopular, but okay, so basically I did not like Rowan Kane. I just felt like, okay, like maybe there's a reason you act the way you act, but like there comes a point in the book where it's like tiresome to keep having this man like act crazy, and then like Zara has to like keep feeling bad about herself. Like, I didn't like that. I liked Zara. I really thought she was an interesting character, and I really loved her relationships. Her relationship with Claire, like, I love good, strong female friendships, and I love a good sister relationship. You can hear me talk about that in my Book Lovers review from last year. I love sisters in books, and so Zara and Ani were cute. Rowan, the book signing thing he did for her was nice. That was a good gesture. Other than that, I don't know. I didn't like him that much. Is that unpopular? Is that unpopular? But I liked the book. It was very interesting. I don't know. I gave it 3 stars. I probably would give it like 3.5 stars. Like, looking back, like maybe I was a little too mad at him. Like, now it's been over a month since I read it. So like, that's how I feel about The Fine Print by Lauren Asher. Alright, the next book I read was The Love Wager by Miss Lynn Painter, which I have right here. I loved The Love Wager. It was so cute and fun. I felt like I was watching a little Netflix rom-com, like Set It Up or something. Oh my gosh, I watched Set It Up the other day, guys. It was so good. Like, if you have not seen Set It Up on Netflix, which you probably have, I'm like the last person in the world to watch it, watch Set It Up. So I didn't give it any stars or review on Goodreads, so I'm just gonna talk about it from what I remember. I feel like I would give this 4 stars, 4.5 stars. It was really good. Hallie and Jack were so funny. Their banter was hilarious, and I'm pretty sure I highlighted stuff, but I didn't tab stuff. Okay, so let's just read a quote that I highlighted and see if it elicits any memory in me. And I know I didn't say it the right way, but I am so in love with you, and not just in love with you, by the way. I also like you more than anyone else in the world. You're funny and smart and beautiful, and whenever anything happens to me, funny, awful, or wonderful, you're the first person I want to tell. Jack said that to her. See, this is why. Jack and Hallie, it was like, basically it's like strangers to friends to lovers. Guy falls first. So much banter, so much fun. One thing about Lynn Painter is she can write good banter, because in not The Love Wager, what's the other book called? Oh, in Better Than the Movies, the banter is just so, like, Lynn Painter is so good at writing banter. Yeah, so The Love Wager, so good. I'm gonna give this like 5 stars. I don't know. I didn't give it any stars on Goodreads. I love this book so much. I think that it's like super easy to get through. It wasn't that long, and you just like fly through it, and it's dual POV. That's another thing that I love in books. I love dual POV. Like, sign me up. I don't think I explained any of that well, but just know that I loved it. All right, next. Ooh, The Cruel Prince. Okay, so I read The Cruel Prince and The Wicked King back to, you can't even see. This is my Goodreads. It's like, it looks white. It's Goodreads. The Cruel Prince and The Wicked King. My babies, my precious babies, I annotated them. Both of these books have already been featured on this channel in my bookish vlog, and then in my summer vlog I talked about these books because I've been reading them and annotating them and loving them. So I'm pretty sure I gave The Cruel Prince 5 stars. I gave it 4 stars. I'm confused. I don't know why I gave The Cruel Prince 4 stars. It might have been because it stressed me out. I don't like being stressed out by books. I read this in May or June, can't remember. I have had a journey with this book. I got this book like 2 years ago maybe, and then I started it and then didn't finish it, and then I started it again in January, didn't finish it, and then school ended and I was like, I've had this book forever, and then I started from the beginning instead of like starting in the middle where I'm confused, and I just devoured it and I loved it so much. Jude is one of my favorite female characters of all time. She's so strong and powerful, and I support her rights and her wrongs. I love Jude Dwyer. I just felt like for fantasy books, sometimes it's like the world building and this and that like makes you feel like, oh my gosh. I just felt like so immersed. Every time I read this book, I felt like I was in like where the fairy are at. Is it Elfhaven? Of course, I knew that. I just feel like I'm there. Actually, I kind of have a problem with most of the characters. Like, I don't like most of the characters because they're problematic. I love Jude. Like, Jude is my baby. Like, support her no matter what. I just started The Queen of Nothing and I'm like, Jude girl, like, I'm on your side. Cardan in this book is unlikable. Like, obviously. Like, he's the cruel prince. And I think a lot of people go into these books looking for romance, but it's like more like politics and like just fantasy, like the stuff that I live for. Like, I love this stuff. Like, I don't need the romance. Like, I need like, this book was giving. It was giving everything. I think that Holly Black has a great writing style. I really, like, I annotated it. I don't know if you can see, like, I just had a good time reading this book and I really enjoyed it, and I gave it 4 stars on Goodreads. But you know, I probably meant like 4.8. Like, I probably didn't mean 4. Like, I really liked this book. It was so good, totally recommend. And then I read The Wicked King, I also annotated it, and I did something really cool. So you know how, you see how it's like light here and then it gets dark? With my annotations, it's focusing on me, focus on the book. See, with my annotations, I like annotated it the same way. I think that's so pretty. Like, I don't know, I love it. I love this book. I feel like I like this book more. Like, I don't know, like, I feel like The Cruel Prince, it's like, of course it's the first one, so it's like in my heart, but then like this one, I don't know. I felt like I flew through this one too. Like, I finished this one so quickly. I also highlighted and annotated a lot because it was so good. I liked getting to see Jude and Cardan's relationship like grow and change. Cardan did end up being like on my list at the end. Like, Cardan, like, how could you? But I feel like we got to see Jude, and just like the way Jude thinks and calculates and just does things, it's just so interesting to me to like see all her scheming and planning. Like, she is just like girl bossing the whole time. And then we've got like Taryn on my nerves, Orla on my nerves, Nikasia on my nerves, Cardan on my nerves, the father on my nerves. Like, everyone's like acting crazy, but Jude is just like shining through. I love this book. It was so easy to read, so fun to read. I did not give it a review, but I gave it 5 stars. 5 stars right here, guys. Yeah, so this is a really good book. Totally recommend the Folk of the Air series. I just started The Queen of Nothing, so it's a trilogy. So the next book on my list is Terms and Conditions, Dreamland Billionaires. So we're dealing with the Kane brothers again, and I just finished this. I gave it a 3.5 stars, and let me tell you, I wrote a Goodreads review about it. So I'm giving this a 3.5 stars. It was definitely entertaining, just not my fave. I will start with the things that I liked. Iris being a black female lead. I haven't read too many romances with black female leads, so I was happy. I also found that Declan and Iris had some cute moments together, which I really liked. I did not write proper sentences in this, oh my gosh. Another character I loved was Cal. I cannot wait to read his story because he seems to be the best Kane brother, to be honest. Now, for the things I did not like, Declan. I wanted to like Declan, I really did, but he just made me so mad. I have a love-hate relationship with him because I feel like he was mean. I feel like when he was mean, he just got mad at himself and wanted Iris to forgive him so quickly. He was mean a lot, I don't know. I feel like he put Iris through so much despite her literally being there to help. All in all, it was an interesting story, and Declan and Iris were cute together in the end. So yeah, as you can see, when I write these reviews, I'm just like I don't even know what I was saying. First of all, Iris being a black female lead. I am so happy that Iris was black, because like I don't have like a lot of books I feel where it's like there's this like black female lead and like we need to be repped. And I remember like she talked about a bonnet once, I think, and she had like braids. I was like, yes girl, like the rep. Like I was like, I feel so seen, like this is great. And then Declan, okay, I guess he's not horrible. He's not horrible. I don't think he made me as mad as Rowan. But, or maybe he made me madder. I don't know. I just feel like with the Kane brothers, it's like maybe it's probably meant to be this way. Like maybe this is just not a genre for me. Like he's like so mean. Like I don't like mean guys. Like I don't like this whole like I'm so mean when the girl's helping you. Like why are you being so mean? And like I understand you have like a past, but she has a past too. If she was mean, it wouldn't be allowed. You know what I mean? So like I don't like mean boys in the books. Like I don't like mean boys. So that was my problem with Declan. But they were cute together in the end. Like, I liked how they ended up together in the end. So this is probably the last book I will read in June, because tomorrow's June 30th, today's June 29th, so I really don't think I will probably finish the book before this video comes out. But I read Love in Other Words by Christina Lauren, and I have been wanting to read this book for years. This is a book that I've been wanting to read for a while. Like, I annotated it with pink to match the cover. It was really, really good, and I think I wrote a review for it as well. So I'm not gonna read my review for this because I feel like there was spoilers in it, but basically this is a book. It has childhood friends to lovers, and then also second chance romance tropes. Macy and Elliot were best friends in their childhood, and they also fell in love, but then they don't speak for a long time because of an event that you will find out about. And so they reconnect in this book. And so this book just goes back and forth between the past and now about them reconnecting, and also shows us how the relationship developed. And I really liked that style, and the chapters were short, and I know like short chapters don't mean shorter book, but I feel like I can get through it easier because of the short chapters. I think that Christina Lauren have a beautiful writing style, and there's just so much that I just highlighted because they just wrote so beautifully and like eloquently, like, and I just felt like I related to so much with Macy. So I really like enjoyed this book. The only thing that kind of threw me off was Elliot. I'm like coming for all the book boyfriends in this video, like, oops, sorry. He got on my nerves sometimes, but he wasn't horrible. Like, they're cute together. I love their childhood relationship though. I want that. Like, it was so cute. It was so good. So I really, really enjoyed their relationship dynamic and the writing in this book. Totally recommend this. I've been wanting to read this forever. So those were all the books that I read in May and June, and I've probably like read more, just not finished them because I took out a lot of books from the library. So I have a lot of books that I'm reading. I'm just not done with them yet. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time. Mwah!